So, in our previous class, we have discussed about what is the scope of our syllabus, what are the different chapters that we'll be covering this year, and some basic points we discussed about the transport of food and minerals, that is the chapter number 1, okay, transport of food and minerals. We discussed what is the meaning of food for a plant, what are minerals, from where the minerals are coming, okay. So, today we will go a bit more into detail of how this transport system is taking place. Okay. There are two fundamental processes. Okay. Whether it is the food that is being prepared by the plant from the nature. Okay. The sunlight that is coming to the plants. Okay. The water that is being available. Okay. Whatever the minerals are coming from the soil, how the food that is being prepared in the green leaves is going to the rest of the plants. So there are two basic methods, two basic phenomena that are involved. One is diffusion, okay, diffusion, and the other is osmosis, okay, diffusion, osmosis, two phenomena. Sorry. Maybe earlier you have heard about these terms. Can anyone want to? Does anyone want to guess what is this diffusion? What is osmosis? So there is a beaker or a glass of water, and we are dropping ink into that, and you can see that the ink is slowly what into water. The ink is dashed in water. What is happening? The ink is moving in water. The ink is diffused in water. What is happening? We say that the ink is getting diffused in the water. So what is basically happening is whenever you take a high concentration substance, okay, high concentration means what? High concentration, low concentration. What does it mean?
Sir, high concentration means in a high temperature.
In a high,
Sir, temperature.
no, it's not temperature. Concentration. Concentration means how much amount of material is there in a given amount of volume, area, you say that there is the concentration. Generally we say with respect to volume, the amount of substance that is present in a given volume. Okay, for example, if there are 100 cricket balls in 1000 liter capacity bucket or water tank, okay, 1000 liter water tank is there, and in that one 100 cricket balls are there. So can I say the concentration is 100 cricket balls in 1000 ml of water or 1000 liter of water? That is concentration. Okay, how much amount of material is there in a volume? Now here what you are seeing, a diffusion, ink, okay, for example, is concentrated. Just you are putting that in pure water. In the pure water there was no ink before. So what happens is that there is a general tendency without spending any energy. Okay, no energy is being spent. Simply you are in a passive method, you are adding the high concentration substance in a low concentration one. Then what will happen? It will start moving around it, and it will keep on moving until the total whatever that volume is there, equal amount of material is there everywhere. Okay, so let us try to understand in a. So initially what happened, we have added the ink. Okay, it started getting diffuse, that is from high concentration it is moving till low concentration. Okay, where ink is not there. Till when it will keep moving like that? It will keep moving like that until all of this water that is there, it will have the equal amount of ink. Okay, so this net movement of molecules from a region of high concentration to low concentration until equilibrium is achieved is a diffusion. Okay, this particular concept of diffusion and osmosis, many students are confused, therefore pay specific attention. This will always be there for even in your future also, this point will always be coming. Okay, so diffusion, what is diffusion? It is the net movement of molecules from a region of high concentration to low concentration. Okay, here in the pure water, were there any ink molecules? There were no ink molecules. So you can tell there was a very low concentration or no concentration. Okay, and then you added a high concentration ink in that one, it started getting diffused. Till when it will get diffused? Till equilibrium is achieved. Okay, that is, it should, the equal amount of molecules will be there everywhere. So far clear? Any doubts you have, you please ask.
No, sir, no.
Okay, all of you have followed diffusion. Okay, now let us see in the case of the leaf what is happening. You know that there are some small pores or holes, what you say, pores, that are there in the leaf, and generally these are there in the lower surface of the leaf. Inside the leaf there is a lot of water. True or false? Water is there inside the, true, no? Water is there inside the leaf, no?
Yes, sir.
So whenever we break that leaf and we just crush it, we can see some water is coming. But when you compare the amount of water that is there inside the leaf and outside the leaf, where more water is there?
Sir, inside.
Yes,
Inside the leaf.
compared to the air. Okay, our nature, whatever air atmosphere is there, that is near that leaf, the water that is there inside the leaf is much more than that is there in the air. So what is happening is, by the process of diffusion, the high water content that is there inside the leaf, it will, just like this ink molecules, what will happen, that water, it will come outside into the air. Generally what happens is, it will not come outside like drops of water. Okay, it will come out like a evaporated state, water vapor state. Okay, now you can look at this one. Okay. We will be moving from diffusion to osmosis. Okay. Now here what happened was the high water content that was there inside the leaf, that diffused out. You have to use the proper technical term. Okay. It is very important. Whatever the whatever the technical scientific terms are there, okay, in your examination or anywhere, you have to learn these terms, and you have to in your answers use these terms. Now here what is happening, high water content is there inside the leaf. This water is coming out as water vapor through the stomata. Okay, the stomata is nothing but small pores that are there in the leaf. This process is called as what? Movement of the water vapor from the leaf to the outside as water vapor through the stomata by the process of which?
So diffusion.
Diffusion. Okay, don't say evaporation. Okay, don't say evaporation, you have to say diffusion. Why you have to say diffusion? Because here the water is moving from, okay, this something is disturbing here. Here what is happening is the water is moving from high concentration to low concentration. Is any energy is involved? Is any membrane is there or any barrier is there? Nothing is there. Okay, it is a passive process. So this definition is extremely important. Net movement of the molecules from a region of the high concentration to low concentration until equilibrium is reached. Okay, now this you see on the other side what is happening. Inside the leaf there is more carbon dioxide, or in atmosphere there is more carbon dioxide?
In atmosphere.
Inside the leaf.
Yeah.
Now this can happen sometimes either ways. Okay, sometimes you feel that inside the leaf there may be more carbon dioxide, outside may be less carbon dioxide, whatever. But whatever it may be, whichever side it may be more, whichever side it may be less, but the movement here is a gas, no? Now carbon dioxide is gas. Okay, now the movement of this carbon dioxide from high concentration to low concentration, will we say it is a diffusion?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for example, sometimes some incense sticks will be there. Okay, that is some dhoop agarbatti or whatever we say. Those things, when we burn, a smoke is coming, right? Some kind of perfume or smoke is coming. Now that smoke, when you observe, it diffuses, right? Until you are not able to see that anymore. But those gas molecules, what has happened? They have diffused. So when they are burning, at that time they are in a very high concentration, but slowly in the air they got diffused. That is also diffusion. Okay. Today, if you are able to properly understand the difference between diffusion and osmosis, I think it is a successful class. Okay. The idea here is you should never confuse between diffusion and osmosis. Now we saw a few points about diffusion. Now we will see about the osmosis. The osmosis is defined as the movement of the water molecules. Okay. Here what we are using? We are telling water molecules from a region of a higher concentration to a region of lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. Okay. Water molecules. So in osmosis, who is moving? Water molecules are moving. In diffusion, who is moving?
The molecule.
Molecules. Which molecules? Water is also molecules only, no? So,
Sir, any state of matter molecule.
so here generally what happens is that we in chemistry you will see Okay, we use two terms, solute and solvent. Okay, solute, solvent. Solute will dissolve in the solvent to make the solution. Okay, a solution is formed when the solute will dissolve in the solvent. Okay, for example, we want to dissolve sodium chloride, that is a common salt we are using at home, the salt, in water. So what we did, we dissolved the salt in water to form a salt solution. The water here is a solvent
Solvent.
and sodium chloride is the solute. So in the case of diffusion, who is moving? Solute is moving or solvent is moving?
Sir, solute.
Solute. There is the diffusion of a solute in the solvent. Here ink is the solute. The solute is dissolving in the water solvent. Okay, diffusion. In osmosis, what happen? Water molecules, they are moving from the region of higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay, so we can say solvent molecules, not solute molecules. Here solvent molecules itself are moving from region of the higher concentration to lower concentration across semi permeable membrane. That is also important. Now you have to watch this video once again, okay, and try to understand here. You see this is small this blue ones are there, these are water molecules. These large ones are the, say for example, salt molecules, minerals. So this is the solute, the larger ones are the solute, the smaller ones are the solvent. Take this one as an example and you try to understand this first. Okay, we will see sorry, we will see another way also, and you just okay. So I think it was a bit too quick also. So most of you is, it may be a little bit difficult to follow. So we will try to break it down a little bit easier. Okay, we'll try to break it down. Okay. We have here water, which is the solvent or solute.
Solvent.
Solvent.
Okay. Water is the solvent. And here we are seeing two types of molecules. One is a very small molecule and one is a very large molecule, this red color molecule. And here we are seeing the membrane in between. Okay, this is the membrane. What is a membrane? At homes, most of the people have a RO water system, no? For drinking water purposes, most of them these days they are keeping one RO or something like that. So in that also there is a membrane. What that membrane does? That membrane is also removing whatever the salts are there. It will remove those salts. So a membrane is nothing but, you can consider something like a a sheet of paper or a sheet of some kind of plastic, and it has very fine holes are there in that one. Okay, very fine. How small are the holes? The holes are in the micrometer size. So small, micrometer. 10 to power of micro is what? 10 to power of minus 6 micro. So small holes are there. So any bacteria, if it is there, it will not able to pass through that. If the holes that are there in this membrane are even smaller, then what can be done is, the particles which are larger than this size of the hole, will they pass through it? Now for example,
Yes.
this red ones are there, okay, red balls are there. These red balls are bigger than the this holes that are there in the membrane. Will they able to pass through it?
No, sir.
They
No,
will not.
sir.
They will
No,
not.
sir.
They
No,
are
sir.
not. They are not able to pass, because these holes are small. They are not allowing this to go that side. But diffusion, what diffusion want to do? Diffusion want to send these people there, because here there is a high concentration, here low concentration. So what diffusion is doing? Move from the high concentration to low concentration. Water solute, this solute has to go this side, but it is not able to go because this membrane is there. Then what is going to happen? Nature always want to bring equality. Okay, so what it is doing is, it is sending the water molecules this side. What is going? Water molecules are going. The solvent is going this side. The solvent, whether it is able to pass through these holes, it is so small, it can pass. Compared to this size, this is small, it will pass. They are going this side, because the water is moving from the region okay, towards the higher concentration. The water level is getting increased. Okay, water level is getting increased like this. Till when it will go here? The water molecules, they will move in which direction? From the lower concentration to the higher concentration. Till when they will move?
Sir, till equal concentration is not reached.
Till there is a some kind of equilibrium is reached. Just like here, equilibrium is reached. Okay. It is important that whatever this membrane is there, it should be semi-permeable membrane. Okay. So when you say semi-permeable membrane, means semi-permeable. Okay, semi-permeable. That means it will allow only selectively some things to pass, but not all the things. Okay. Okay. So what we will do is, in the next class, we will discuss more thoroughly on osmosis. So today basically diffusion part is there. This diffusion part, I think most of you have understood. Okay, if you have any doubt in diffusion, you ask, or I will ask a couple of questions and let me see how you are answering, based upon which I will understand you understood or not.